An iconic fixture at the South Florida Museum was moved Monday after being there for 45 years, but the museum has plans on how to replace it. SNN's Hallie Pilot reports.
The Hernando de Soto equestrian statue pulled up by its roots Monday.
The horse was it was cut off of this slab that it was on, and essentially a little forklift took it out onto a truck.
After making its home in the museum in 1972.
It was part of the exhibits within the interior of the museum. And in 1980, when the plaza was being constructed, was mounted out there in the courtyard as part of the process of building that outside exhibit area.
The DeSoto statue contributed to the Spanish feel of the courtyard, which they modeled after one in Barcarota, Spain.
And the museum was trying to replicate that at that time in the 80s. So it certainly helped contribute to that story line as we talk about the history of the area.
Now the statue's owner, the DeSoto Historical Society, is finding it a new home.
The DeSoto crew, they are building their own facility in their own courtyard, and they asked if they could have the statue, and it was a nice fit.
The sculpture will eventually go to a new 10,000 square foot Spanish-style museum near Lecon Park and Darwin Brewing Company.
Now what we'll do in the meantime, because this will be a courtyard of ours that we'll be using.
Instead of replacing the statue with another historical figure, the museum has something else in mind.
Well, we'd like to redo the fountain. People love water, so especially when kids are out in the courtyard, they love the water, and so we'll continue to have a water feature. It adds a nice tone.
Reporting in Bradenton, Hallie Pilot, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
The move comes after the museum purchased the Hernando de Soto Society and Foundation's property, making room for a $12 million expansion to create the future museum.